morning and welcome to Enterprise Morning right here on Enterprise Television. I am Kendi Boduri.
And I am Henry Igwebike.
All right, it's a brand new day bringing fresh stories shaping Nigeria and beyond. We will kick off with today's newspaper review before diving into our main conversation of the day. Trust me, you don't want to miss a moment. Remember, you can be part of the conversation by dropping your comments, liking and following us on all our social media platforms at EnterpriseTV7. Now, joining us to shed light on the matters at hand is Barrister Tunji Abdul Hamid, a seasoned lawyer and public affairs analyst who is here with us virtually. You're welcome, Barrister.
Good morning, Barrister.
Thank you for having me, Kendi and Henry. I'm pleased to be with you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure always having you. So let's kickstart today, the first daily on our desk.
Okay, so we'll be starting with the first paper, which is the Vanguard newspaper. So at the right strip on our newspaper, we have Alaafin's ultimatum, empty threat from a dead empire.
All right, and still from the Vanguard newspaper, big story, U.S. report raises concerns over security and justice in Nigeria. Okay,
so we also have 2027, Amechi's presidential bid dead on arrival, VK.
And also Nigerian Bar Association writes AGF demands release of Osun local government funds. Okay, still on the top, we have bandits kill 13 worshippers in Katsina Mosque. And also our Catholic Church attackers had links with foreign terrorist group DSS, tells the court. Okay, we also have Abuja court freezes 4 bank accounts linked to ex-NNPCL boss Kyari. All right, beautiful. So what's are we looking at? So we should look at Alaafin's ultimatum, and so Barrister, this is it. The Alaafin of Oyo, that in person of Oba Abimbola Akim Owade, right? So I just want to ask this question. He was given, or he had to, tell the Oni, that's the spokesman, as dismissed ultimatums from the Alaafin's palace and describing it as a empty threat from a dead empire, right? So what exactly triggered this clash between the Alaafin and Oni's camp?
I think what triggers this crisis is a claim that the Oni of Ife installed a particular Dr. Sanusi, gave him a title of, I can't remember the name now, Okoloma of Yoruba land. And that, and the Alaafin is saying that the Oni has no power to do that. That is only the Alaafin of Oyo that can do that. Unfortunately for me, I'm not a good history man. Okay. And unfortunately again, I'm a Yoruba from the north, so I may not even know the history of that. But as it is today now, the olden days history, I think as far as I'm concerned, is gone. What we have today is that we have an Oba who is classified as Oba of Oyo Empire. We have the Oni of Ife. So, to my understanding, what it means is that they have the territorial description. Whatever they want to do should cover their description, their territorial grant. There's somebody talking about you are the father of Yoruba, you are the mother of Yoruba, you are the wizard of Yoruba. I don't know who conferred that title to anybody. I'm not aware of how do we determine who is a great father, who is the father, who is this and that. Those are for the historians. Like I said, I think the history of the yesterday is no longer the history of today, because the both empire that we have in those olden days are not the same empire that we have today. There are a lot of difference in those empires. Some of them have been even divided into more towns, or into the ownership has been eroded to an extent. So for me, this fight is unnecessary, and there's a class of just ego of 2 Obas. They want. I would like to say 2 Obas because I've not had the Oni of Ife say anything about it. It's only the Alaafin that has raised the issue. So for me, I don't even see a debate here. I don't know what the issue. This issue will not develop any economy in our state, in our country. It will not develop any economy in those towns. or where they govern, or the Yoruba land, do not even improve the life and standard of living of anybody. Maybe for the purpose of history and for the purpose of power and authority, it may be good for them. But for me, I don't know the importance of that fight. I don't understand it. I don't know why people will not. I think to ensure that this fight or this clash will not exist again, everybody should stay within the territory. They have a territorial description. They must let them stay within those territorial descriptions, and then they not claim ownership or power over another town outside their own jurisdiction. That is where it is.
Yes, but Barrister, you will agree with me that history is the bane of our civilization, and it's often said that people without a sense of history are people who do not know where they are going to. We cannot just wake up and throw away our history, because that is where we're coming from, because of civilization and evolution of technology and so on and so forth. The big question here is the man who was conferred the title. The people from the locality are saying that this man has been domiciled in Canada for a very long time. He just came back and they just gave him a title, while people who have been here, who are rightful candidates for the throne, have not been given such opportunity. So don't you think that we should not throw away our history, which might cause trouble, which of course we are observing right now between the Alaafin and the Oni?
The history has been thrown out since. In fact, I'm surprised that you are saying the claim is that because the man lives in Canada. The current Alaafin of Oyo State lived where before he became Alaafin? Where does he live? Does he live in Nigeria? He came from abroad to become the Oba. The Oba of Ogbomoso, he lived in abroad before he became Oba. In fact, those who even live outside their town, as far as I'm concerned, they also live abroad. If you don't leave your town and you are taking it from somewhere, I see you as outside as well. For me, the issue of a tradition that you are throwing away our history or whatever, it's been thrown out since. Because before now, when I was young, what I know is that they say the Ifa that chooses that determines who becomes an Oba. Today it's not an Ifa. It is not Ifa. It is the people in government or the government itself. So if you are talking about throwing away our history, that is no longer effective. It's been taken away since, and the Obas are just being recognized as just as a mark of respect. Because under our constitution today, the Oba that you see, most of them are under the local government chairman of their respective local governments. The local government chairman has the power under our law to even remove an Oba, no matter how big you are. So that is to tell you that history is no longer is not the only thing that we should consider here. We also have to consider our law. We also have to consider the environment and the change that are arising since then. Like I said, the Oyo Empire we used to know is not the same thing as the Oyo Empire that we know today. The Ife that we used to know is not the same thing as the Ife that we know today. So the history has changed already. So and we have to flow with whatever that has changed if truly we want to develop.
All right, it's very, very true. And
like I said, I may not be correct because I may not be correct because I'm a Yoruba man from the north.
you are a Yoruba man, not Yoruba man from the north, because it's more of a political divide, which is meant for their interest. For the interest, you are a Yoruba man before becoming a Yoruba man from the north. Yes. All right. So let's go to another topical story here, and we have that NBA writes AGF demands a release of Osun local government funds. Barrister, your people, of course, they are stating this fact. How much of weight do you think that will do to make the federal government, under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, find a way of releasing this fund, which is not theirs, but that of Osun State?
The weight that it would, I can't determine that. I can't determine the weight because I don't know how much weight NBA is weight these days. Because before now, or even by now, the NBA is no longer seen as the way they see them in the olden days, during the times of Akaba Song, during the time of some other, when the Falan and Co. are active, Falan and Co. when they are active. in the MBA activities. Today, the MBA in the last before now, or even now to an extent, before now, most of the people who have become an MBA chairman are people who are not they're ready to even engage the government. They only want to enjoy themselves with the government, align with the government. So because of that, the government have seen the MBA as part of them. But this new chairman, president, probably trying to go back to that history and trying to behave the way lawyers to behave. The work of our lawyers to engage government sometimes. We are to act as pressure group. So that is an effort to put pressure on government, and that's what they are trying to do. Unfortunately, too, the Attorney General, the current Attorney General of the Federation, is a barman, very called barman, and he's a man respected at the NBA. So probably because of that connection, they will look at it and then it may carry weight. But unfortunately, these does not even require NBA to write anything. The law is there, the orders are there, and I know that the Attorney General is very respected. He's learned. He knows much of this. People see him as one of the intelligent lawyers that we have in the country, and he's able to interpret the judgment before the court, in respect of the cases. But what we are seeing today is that is not being done. Because of the government in power trying to take over the local government in the Osun State, and being a Attorney General for the government in power, the Attorney General is not doing the needful. You see, in this our country, no matter how good you are, once you join government, your goodness or your integrity sometimes may be put to question. So at this call, this is a test for the current AG to show how well is still maintaining his respect and integrity in terms of people seeing him as being neutral, and people seeing him as being somebody who will not who will not allow injustice to happen. Probably because of the connection between MD and the Attorney General, they may be able to get anyway something around it. But I will not be surprised if nothing happens.
Launch a newspaper for today. We have the big story: capital projects crumble as states caught spending.
Okay, we also have 2027 showdown. Wike fires shot at Amechi, Babachi trashes ADC.
And also we have court blocks ex-NNPCL's boss account amid EFCC probe.
Okay, we also have 36 governors unite to woo foreign investors by new platform.
All right, Barrister, let's take a look at this story, and I'd love to merge it with the one below it, and that is capital project crumble as states cut spending. Then 36 governors unite to woo foreign investors via new platform. Barrister, this is becoming very funny that the current administration we have now, despite the so much money being given to sub-sovereign states, they are saying they want to cut capital projects, citing insecurity as some of the reasons. At the same time, these same governors are developing a new platform to woo in foreign investors. Is that not contradiction?
You see, we're in a country where we just, I don't even know what to say in that regard again. We are in a country where we deceive ourselves. What are the projects that's going on, that is being stranded? I look in my state, I do not see much project on ground. Talk less of being stopped. It's not when you have a project that will be stopped. So I don't know about other states, some other states, but I know in my state, I've not seen much projects going on, despite the claim of we are receiving more money. And that claim of we are receiving more money, as far as I'm concerned, is a deceit. Because what do you call more money? You are collecting more figure in terms of figure. You are collecting more money in terms of figure, not in terms of value of what the money can acquire. So if you collect, if you are collecting 5 million naira 3 years ago, and it's being increased to 20 million naira, and that 20 million naira will not buy what 5 million naira will buy 5 years ago. Are you collecting? Are you earning more money? You are not. You are just earning figure. Your figure just went high, and then there's no value in that figure. So for me, in any event, since they told us that they are getting more money from the government, and the Tinubu and the president, they say the president is giving them more money, as if that money is coming up, is coming from the pocket of the president, and they are talking as if the money being allocated to them or being given to them are personal money of the president, and they are saying because of that, some of them are saying because of that, they will support the president because he has given them money that other presidents before him have not given them. So now that they are complaining, the reality is coming out. The reality check is coming out because people are not seeing what is on ground, and that's why some of them are giving excuses of that. So for me, when you told one lie, you will need about 10 or more to cover it up, and that's what you are seeing today. The camouflage they are painting is what they are trying, what is being exposed now, and they are trying to cover it up by saying what they are saying. For me, they need to do what they need to do. Most of the governors are not working. They are just getting money and putting in their own pocket or wherever they are putting. I don't know. They are not, and they are inflating contracts. There's a contract being awarded in my state, whether the project is even ongoing or not, I don't even know. There's a contract of hotel renovation. So contract that somebody that was initially granted that was initially given the contract to be there for it said he will use 3 billion naira to renovate it. The government took it away from him and gave it to another person for 17 billion naira. Now we have been told it's going to 30 billion naira. Something that has been given to somebody who said he will use 3 billion to do it. The same project, and it's been given to another person who is now spent.
Yeah, don't you think it's because of inflation?
I've been told it's now 30 billion. At the time when it was given, in fact, at the time the contract was given, that was the time we were even having a problem with the dollars when it was $2,000.
Wow.
2,000 naira to dollar. And today it's even stable to an extent. So it's now being given for 17 billion. So that is to tell you what the priority is. They know what they are doing. They know where they are going. So and that's the only major project that I'm hearing from my state. But that means that, and as far as I'm concerned, that's not even a project. Because it's just a mere renovation of a hotel. It's not a serious project as far as I'm concerned. But today, yeah, that's another major project.
Yes, and the flag, the tallest flag in the world.
Flag in the world. The flag went down some weeks ago or so, and I've been told they have to amend it by citizens that something happened to it. So we are waiting. For me, the governors they need to do more. The governors are not doing more. They are not. Sometimes I don't blame them. You know why? Most of the policies that drive our economy are from the presidents. For instance, the issue of subsidy is gone. The issue of subsidy is gone was taken alone by the president without consultation with the governors. The issue of naira devaluation is the position of the president alone without consultation with the governor. So I will not blame them. Sometimes when they are in difficulties, but sometimes they also I will blame them because sometimes they cover up. They will not tell us the truth. They want to belong and they want to be in the good book of the president. And that's why most people, when people talk about you must hold your government to account. Yes, you can hold the government. We have the responsibility of holding them to account. But the problem on grants was not created by them. The problem was created by the policy of the government. No matter how well they want to do, they cannot say, since I'm in Kwara State, my own dollar will not be, my own naira will not be the value. Let's change it. They can't do that. And if you look at it today, the major reason why we are having economic crisis today are because of those two policies. Subsidy is gone, and the naira devaluation. So, and it's within the power of the president. So, for me, notwithstanding that, they need to do well. They need to do more, and they ensure that the money they claim they are collecting, they use it in doing something that will be that will be feasible for us to see.
On that?
Well, you said
most of them. Yeah, all right. So let's look at all the matters here. Court blocks ex-NNPCL's boss account amid EFCC probe. That's Mele Kyari, one of those significant symbolic figure with the NNPC. He is the highest that has been the boss of the NNPC. 4 of his accounts is frozen as we speak right now. And the big question, Barrister, is why is this man still working free? Is there something they're not telling us?
He's working free because they are still investigating. That's the claim. They say they are investigating. So they don't have enough evidence yet to even do anything against him. So whatever they are doing now is it temporary and preliminary. So our law presumes everybody innocent until the contrary is proved, on the allegation is proven. So as it is today, he has the right to work freely. But my worry is that in Nigeria, most times when people are in government, when they are in government, we don't see the security agencies and those who are supposed to check them in terms of fighting corruption, don't see anything bad in what they are doing. Even when the petition is written against them, while in office, they will ignore the petition. But when they are outside the government, they will now realize that they did it, they did that. So why is it that it's only when they are out of government that will begin to see that they've done this, they've done that? And when you look at the investigation now, the claim of the money being traced to them may even go as far as 10 years back or 5 years back if they have been there up to 10 years. So that is to tell us that, look, we don't have to wait till when people leave office before we start investigating or taking petition against them seriously. People, if this man is to be in government today, and that petition they say they rely on to freeze his account is written to them, they may even take that person and say he's giving them fake news. They may even charge him or even arrest him. So until we try to do things in line with law and not do eye service, we will not be able to get it right. You cannot leave people when in office, allow them to free hand to do whatever they want to do, take whatever they want to take, corrupt the system, manipulate the system to their own people, and thereafter you come and say, after they have left, you come after them. And by the end of the day, there won't be any concrete results from this investigation. People whose account has been frozen temporarily before now, majority of them have been released. The account has been released. So especially when you now try to play politics with it, you'll be free. Some cases that have been charged to court on the type of corruption, some of them, some of the people are alleged, have been discharged. So that's why some of them who have one case or the other, you see them aligned with the government. Because once you align with the government, it will be difficult. They will be likely that there's a chance or 80% chance that your case will not even see the light of the day. So it's unfortunate that those who are to fight corruption will always wait till that person is not in government or till that person is not in the good book of the people in government before they take action. There are rumors regarding corrupt practice allegation against the current MD against the GMD of NNPCL, as the case may be. Nobody is the man has not come out to deny it. The government is not saying anything about it. If by tomorrow the man is out of office, the same issue that people are raising that they ignore will now be the basis of investigation against him. It's not working. I can't work in that manner. You can't have a developed country in that manner. You will sit down, allow people to do whatever they want to do, and then thereafter you say you want to. We don't prevent. We want to be cure. You want to cure. You can't be. It's better to prevent than cure. Why not? Why can't we prevent this corruption rather than waiting for them to have done what they want to do and then start coming back and say we are investigating them? For me, I will not expect anything much or results from this case. At most, they will say plead again, bring 1 billion out of 10 billion, and go for scot free. That's what we hear at most in this country. It's unfortunate.
So the barrister, because this is very deliberate, because I do not understand why, like you rightly said, we would allow things to get worse before we start knowing what to do about it. Very so sad. I do not know if we have any more time. I would love us to maybe just look at one more story, and from the Guardian newspaper. Yes, from the Guardian newspaper. Let's just walk straight to the story that I would love us to look into, and that is basically on a very disturbing one, barrister. Mixed reaction trails implementation of dialysis subsidy months after approval. Barrister, a couple of months back, the federal government under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu promised, like he usually does, that dialysis from federal medical centers would be 12,000 per session. And up until today, no patient has been able to take advantage of that dialysis session for 12,000. As we speak today, a session of dialysis goes for 100,000 naira. The government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been promised and failed government allegedly. The $100,000 that is promised to the Super Falcons is yet to get to them. That of the Tigress is yet to get to them. 12,000 naira per session for dialysis is yet to be seen. Barrister, how can you tell this story?
Henry, government is not Enterprise TV. Government is not IO Abdulhamid Chambers, where you just approve and then the money will come out. No, there are procedures, there are stages that it will go through. Yeah, I know we don't have trust in our government. When government make pronouncement today, don't expect that money will be released today, except it has to do with politics. It has to do with the execution of political program. Yes, that will come out immediately. But you see, the way I'm not saying probably the money has not been released. Probably at the time they even made the promise, they don't even know where the money will come from. Probably. And just like normal in Nigeria, the guests have been denying the fact that they say they were not paid. They've been denying that, in Nigeria. So you want to keep your head. They've been denying that nobody has said that have not been paid. And you see, the government, and that's why sometimes when I say I don't celebrate a pronouncement from government, people will see me as a sadist and anti-government. When we say I will only wait till I see the implementation of the policy before I comment or even celebrate the policy. There are so many policies in this regard that have been made by the government. I remember at the time the president said that CS delivery by through cesarean operation will no longer will be done for free at government. I'm not aware that anybody has been given that opportunity. That was last year or so, or even late last year. So this one was just 2 weeks ago or last week. This issue of 12,000. So I do not expect that it will come out. The implementation will be sweet, just like normal Nigerian side. And even if it's going to happen, how many people will be able to benefit? You have to even be connected for you to benefit, because it's not going to be open to everybody. And these people that will even carry out the operation, the government may not even give them money. Do you not hear that the government is owing NEPA? Oh, sorry, I don't know what to call them now. The discos or whatever, they are owing them trillions. Government is owing them trillions of naira. So the possibility of government not even paying when these things are discharged is there. So these hospitals, they don't have money. How would the government hospital, when there's no money provided by the government, how would they be able to achieve it? And most of the things they will use, it's not as if they have it in their kitty, and they just say, okay, go and use it. When the government pays us, we'll take it back. So, and for people not to die, they want to spend their own personal money to go and do it. And that's why most people prefer to go to private hospital, but it's expensive. How many people can afford that in our country? The government will make policies, they will not follow it up. And most times it's political. And people will go away with that policy pronouncement and start celebrating the government. In fact, when we talk today now and we say, tell us the achievement of the government, people will tell you new tax law. As if the tax law has been giving us benefits. As if the tax law has took us away from where we are. So for you to say a policy has been introduced and you are celebrating that policy must have benefited us, must have given us development, must have given us growth. They will not wait for that. A mere pronouncement alone, we are ready to celebrate and start playing drum and start even listing them as part of that achievement of the government. And that's what you see here now. By tomorrow or next week, if the government is to make to list its achievement now, it will tell you reduction of what's it called, from 25,000 from 150,000 naira to 12,000, from 20,000 naira to 12,000 naira. After meanwhile, people are not benefiting from it. So they know all too well that just make the pronouncement, just tell them they'll go to market, they go to town with it, and they start celebrating it. It's unfortunate. I just hope the government will redeem its image and will do the needful and provide and do what he said he would do. That's when people will know. But sometimes we're always in a hurry. When they make policy punishments, as I know in our country, most times they don't prepare for it. They just make it in the heat of the moment, and they have to be planning for it. And that was what happened regarding subsidy. There was no plan for subsidy removal when the president removed it. When the president made that pronouncement, he said it openly by himself that it was not part of his script, that he was the one that put it there. So that is the kind of country that we have. No proper planning before pronouncement. And it's unfortunate. So let's see how this will go. Maybe they're just planning on how that money will come out or how they will even do it. Let's see, and let's wait and see how it will go. But I will not be surprised if it's not in reality.
Money comes, and even if the money comes, at least it should be able to circulate around. Everyone should have their share, not exempting anybody. So
yes,
we just hope for a smooth
run. And that particular story actually was brought open as a result of the music video director T.G. Omori, who is suffering from kidney challenges. He was actually the one that brought it out that a session goes for 100,000 naira, and if you have a kidney issue, you need to do that 3 times in a week. So 300,000 naira in a week times a month times a year. You can see how much Nigerians are suffering for a basic service that should be provided for by the government, which is still very unfortunate that they still play politics with it.
And this case, even it increases daily.
Yeah, of course, having lots of people with lots of kidney issues and all. All right, so we would leave it at this point, and just to let you know, viewers, Barrister will still be here to take us on our main conversation. That's when we return. EFCC secures court order to freeze account linked to ex-NNPCL chief Mele Kyari. We'll do a deeper dive into that particular story in a bit. It's still Enterprise Morning. Please don't go anywhere.
All the